Welcome to another episode of the Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Someone's talking about sports, Charger and Raider fan. Going to be going over some of the latest that's happening for Vegas and LA, including some returns from injury and some injuries to retirements that's messing up the whole game. We're going to look at which players on the Chargers and Raiders are holding it all together that you might not know about.
And then, I'm not laughing at your pain, bro.
I know. You're laughing with me, but I'm not laughing. No. We're also going to go over the Chargers' new uniforms release that happened last week, and maybe talk a little bit about the best uniforms in the entire NFL. And then this episode, we are going to get to the Super Bowl 60 equipment breakdown. We're going to talk about that, our trip to Super Bowl 60 there in San Francisco in February, and then we're going to hit our shout outs at the end of this episode. Dame Lillard, return to the Dame. He's back in Portland, which is huge for this city that I'm in because, oh my gosh, it has been crappy for basketball at the Moda Center since Dame left.
I don't know if it's crappy, but they've got some really good young guys. And if you see, the games are exciting. They're not like they're getting blown out every night. There's some pretty exciting games. Like they got some pretty good guys on the team. So
they've been like 40% win percentage.
Yeah, they got a lot of young guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Young and to basketball players, and especially to you as a basketball coach, you see the potential in all their different tools. But as a team, it's been down. And I mean, maybe I'm not working in downtown Portland anymore, so I'm seeing people, a lot of people after the Blazer game super hyped up or super down or whatever. But it just feels like they haven't had a star, right? Shaden Sharp, Scoot Henderson are the top draft picks that they've had recently. They got some big guys coming in. They got Young Hansen, 16th overall in the draft. Looking good in summer league. We'll see how that translates. But the city's definitely happy to see the return of the letter O. But and then who else is going back? Bradley Beal got signed out. Someone's going to the Clippers. Oh, Chris Paul, your favorite?
Chris Paul's going back to the Clippers. Oh my god.
Chris Paul is back to the Clippers. Dame back to the Blazers.
You know what's funny though is so all these signings right now are so Gilbert Arenas has just been going like wild. He does, and not even on the show. He does like reaction videos to them on his own, and it's wild. It's like, bro, who are you? I'm not gonna say he was average. He was an above average scorer, but
Agent Zero,
above
average scorer,
but average player. Who are you? Get the hell out! Oh my god! That when the Lakers signed, who did they just sign? Guard from Boston went to Memphis, defensive star. Well, I can't remember his name.
Marcus Smart.
The Lakers signed Marcus Smart,
and that's so cool because I thought that was Marcus Morris, and I'm so much glad. We already got one of the.
I thought, did we get his twin? But yeah, so Marcus Smart, who's Lakers need defense desperately. Marcus Smart is a little older, but he's still one of the best defensive players in the league, best wing defensive players in the league. He's going to bring a lot on that side of the ball, but he was like, "Word, I'm done. What are we doing?" I'm like, bro, you were never a Laker. Get the hell out of here.
I know. Would you consider yourself like a LeBron fan?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I'm not a LeBron hater.
But you're not a LeBron hater. Okay. No. The Lakers situation right now where they have the end of LeBron's career with like the beginning of the Luka era has been some like some bumps in the transition road, right? Because the Lakers are whining and dining Luka Doncic like he's the future of the star and even the franchise and the league, right? So but now it's like they're doing stuff without letting LeBron know. And LeBron has always been the biggest suitor. Teams have always been, willing suitors to go after LeBron. And this is like kind of at the end of his career where everyone knows that he's eventually going to get hurt or he's going to slow down even more than he already has. And they don't want to kind of get left holding the bag. Being like doing things the right way for the Lakers and not extending LeBron for another contract. Like he's on the final year of his contract here that he picked up as a player option for like $52 million. But it seems like he's kind of miffed that he didn't get an extension, and he's not getting like the presidential briefings, for the plan. What's the plan? This is who we're talking to. This is what we want to shoot for. This is who we want to trade for. Yada yada. LeBron's not in those talks anymore. Now the person that they're including is Luka and Luka's agent. This is what we want to do. We want to build around you. We want to get shooters, defense, make life easy for you. Sell them on it so that Luka will re-sign long term with the Lakers, because Luka can still leave, right?
Right, he can still leave.
So what would you do in this very kind of? It seems like a delicate situation. Me, I'm like, you gotta cut it. You gotta cut LeBron. Great that he won a title for us, is a huge name, a huge player. But I think it's better to cut too early than too late. Now, you could say that LeBron has earned the cachet to freaking stay on somebody's roster for as long as he wants, but that kind of starts to hurt the team if it's too long. But I wanted to get, as like a basketball head, as someone who knows what to do, what's going on, how teams kind of interact when these situations are happening, what would you do if you were the Lakers, trying to figure out how to offload the end of LeBron's career? Is it retirement season? Is it like that Kobe farewell tour?
One, you just used the words cachet when we're talking about basketball, so awesome. Two, for all intents and purposes, I'm letting everybody know who listens. I've never worked for the NBA. I've never worked in the front office anywhere. So this is just me and Matt talking in case someone's
yeah.
I've never managed.
Well, the mid-level exception for the second apron.
But I mean, you got to talk to him. If he's not gonna like give in to everything that's going on already, at the end of his career, he knows it. Can he still help the team? He still can. He can be the sixth guy off the bench, and I'm not saying put him on the bench right away, but if he's coming out, if you have LeBron's talent coming off the bench, that's man, your second unit, that's crazy. Like, damn.
That's crazy to think. Hey, P, they want me to come off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but because he's been such a big player in the league, and I don't know what he is like personality wise, but I imagine that his ego can be a little big because he's
ego.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's been the king for so long. You gonna tell him that he's got to go to the bench now, or he's got to play a supporting role as a starter? Not too. And again, like the first thing you're gonna think when your front office isn't coming to you anymore when you guys are making decisions and they're going to the next guy, it's like, oh well, damn, I'm not welcome anymore. No,
I'm
well,
tradable. You saw Anthony Davis get swapped out, but so
yeah, I mean, we won't say LeBron did that, but hey, karma. But
he said he was surprised, and that's part of the reason why he's beefing with the Lakers, because they didn't even tell him.
Yeah, sure, okay.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if he's not willing to play ball with the rest of the team and do things for the team or work with the front office, hell, if I was the front office, I would be offering him a front office position now or something like that, that he can ease into later.
Like assistant GM, like
something
a face.
Like that,
yeah. He's gonna do what he wants to do, right? He's still that
sure.
he still has that. So he could go to the Bulls, take Bronny with him. You know what I'm saying?
We're good. I don't work for the Bulls, but I imagine they're good. As a fan,
you don't think the Bulls would take him? Kevin Durant just got 4 first-round picks and 2 players. Like, the Bulls would give up a little something for LeBron James. No, I'm sure there's plenty of teams.
I still have problems with the Kevin Durant contract. That's weird.
Like, yeah, I thought that was crazy, especially Jalen Green.
You paid that money for a shooter? Okay.
Well, it's like win now for them, right? Same with the Lakers, because LeBron picked up his contract, right? And if he does play for $50 million this year, he's going to be on this team. And he showed that he's willing to be that second fiddle next to Luka. Like, he would take the first quarter in some games and just kind of like see where Luka's at. And if Luka didn't have it, then maybe he would turn it on a little bit more. But it seems like he's okay. He was okay playing that way. But then the Lakers kind of made him upset a little bit, and he's like, I don't even want to play as the second. I don't want to be your Scottie Pippen. So
he's
we'll
not even second fiddle now, because
what?
Now they're trying to move him up. So basically he's not.
Well,
I mean, if you're a second fiddle, they still have input on some of this stuff, and right now it doesn't look like he has
true.
any.
Well, yeah, maybe they. Well, because the other thing is that there's a rumor that the Lakers are clearing out cap space and money and saving up money so that they could go big in 2027 for when the Joker's contract ends with Denver. So the Lakers are gonna try to steal a star, whether it's Giannis or Jokic. They're gonna try to get a big guy next to Luka if they can sign Luka long term. So something to look at. I know it's not, it's in the middle of basketball off season, so it's not that crazy, but there is always drama in Lakerland that we're going to be looking out for.
It's LeBron.
What?
I mean, it's LeBron's it's gonna come with LeBron, but I would trade him, just like you said. I don't know why my
what is that?
technical difficulties over here.
Is your camera flying around?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
my.
what is that shirt? What is the Straw Hat Crew? I feel like it's an anime reference.
It's anime. You don't watch One Piece? What's wrong with you?
It's One Piece because One Piece is the guy with the straw hat. I'm going to be doing a Dragon Ball Z trivia quiz on the Patreon. Marcus versus Cepha. I'm going to run those questions by you after this. All right. Let's get into football. The Chargers dropped 2 new uniforms, and they absolutely killed it with at least one of them. And they're killing me with the other one. That gold one, I'm not a fan of all yellow uniforms, but the Chargers released a new navy uniform, similar to like a callback to the navies of the 2000s with Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, Junior Seau. That navy white with the gold trim with the bolts. That's coming back. The numbers kind of are messing me up because the numbers are the same kind of smooth edge numbers that we have in the new age uniforms instead of like the Letterman block type letters that were on the old Navy jerseys. I definitely am partial to the Navy jerseys. That's when I started watching Chargers football. And then, as always, have the powder blues and the riffs off of those, as well as some color rush uniforms. But these 2 new Navy uniforms are going to be used twice, and then the yellow one is going to be used once this year, and then alternate in the rest of the blues for the Chargers uniforms. It's pretty hyped. Definitely the hype videos. Charger social media is always good in putting together videos and stuff like that. So the players seeing their reactions, the coaches are like, "Oh, this is sick," and then the entire freaking fashion show. It's going to be cool to see the Navy out. Matt Money Smith on the Chargers podcast, the official Chargers podcast. He's also the color commentator or the play-by-play for the Chargers booth. He brought up something, and that he said he hates the Navy uniforms because the Chargers have lost every game they've played in since they brought the Navies as an alternate. Since the Phillip Rivers era changed to the powder blues, the white pants and the powder blues, the Chargers have not won a game wearing the Navy uniforms. So he was like, I love the look. I hate when we wear them. Like he says, every time the Chargers wear the Navy uniforms, they would be so hyped and then go on the field and get their butts kicked. So he was like, I personally do not like the Navy uniforms. But that's going to be a way for us to get some new old kind of throwback looks. So that's going to be exciting to see those. I wanted to ask though, because definitely listening to Chargers social media and what they're putting out, people are saying these are some of the best uniforms in the NFL, in the entire league, which, I agree.
Do they watch football?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And I was like, they watch a lot of Chargers football. So they're like, these are the best. We can go on, I guess, not so much throwbacks unless you remember something super crazy, but what are some of the best uniforms you think are in the league? I like the purples, like the Ravens, the Ravens and the black purples.
I was about to say, what?
Are sick. Definitely like all the Chargers, right? Except for the full yellow color rush and the new ones that we're going to be wearing. I think it's October 7th we're going to be wearing them this year.
Isn't that the same Like as the color rush, the yellow one, they look
So
kind of the same.
right, so it looks very similar. I think it's a darker gold, a little bit darker gold. It might be lighter. It hurts my eyes. But
The
the new uniform that the Chargers released this month with the yellow or the gold is
yeah,
supposed to be kind of a reference and honoring of the Air Cornell, the air raid. It's not the air raid. This is the freaking pass attack the coach. Okay. They did not wear all gold during then, right? So this is like a freaking interpretation, a reimagining of it. And I was like, imagine less yellow. Okay, we don't need that. It doesn't need to be. And you know they did not like them as hard as they did the navies because they put all the popular players in the yellow ones. They said, "Hey, the yellow ones are cool. Justin Herbert's wearing it. The yellow ones are cool. Jerwin James is wearing it. The yellow ones are cool. Tuli Puletu is wearing it." I'm like, bro, if you don't get this off of my screen right now.
someone someone did a meme, the Calvin and Hobbes meme, where you see all the stickers where he's taking a piss on
He's peeing
something.
on some. Yep.
So they have him peeing on like the uniform, the powder blues, then it turns to like piss yellow.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I
That's pretty good.
won't
Shout out to Calvin Hobbs.
I won't confirm whether or not it was a Raiders page, but
Of course.
yeah. No, man. The icicle, the orange icicle Tampa Bay uniforms, that jersey is pretty
The
dope.
orange one, yeah.
Um, who has?
They
I like
lost a
the
lot.
They lost a lot because that was like their first uniform. So like,
Oh, when they were like an expansion team. Yep, yep.
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
the throwback Patriots red uniform. I
The
like that
red,
one.
yeah, yep,
Yep,
yep.
I like that one.
I I don't know if this is because I was in the army for a little bit and our like PT uniform was a silver shirt, was a gray shirt with black
Oh
shorts.
yeah, 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 yeah. You like
The
being a
Raid
Raider?
no, the Ra- no,
You
the
like being a Raider?
Raiders uniform, right? The Raiders color scheme is just like
You heard it here,
it's
folks.
it's icy, but it's also like tough, right? Just the black and the silver, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then you
silver
also
and
got
black,
to like some trim,
silver and black,
silver and
silver.
black. Yeah, so it's like yeah, it's like it's a good set. It's a good
You heard it here,
combination.
guys. Lance wants to be a Raider fan. Love
I
it.
never say that. I hope
Yeah,
the Raiders do good so that my Raider fan friends are happy.
if you
That's
if
it.
you see a bunch of lists like best uniform list like every season, the Raiders are usually at the top because it's
Mhm.
classic. Hard to mess up silver and black.
Yeah.
You see a lot
Uh,
of people like, why don't you get an all black uniform or black helmets? No, fool. There.
I was gonna say, is there an alternate uniform that you guys have used?
All white. So like the
Oh
color
yeah,
rush
yep,
uniforms
yep,
were
yep.
all white.
I imagine
Uh,
Rich Gannon, Charles Woodson, in all white.
yeah, and then like
Yeah,
white jerseys. So, well, there's some pretty good uniforms out there. Like,
like a white
the
Bengal
Kelly
cap.
Green. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh. The Kelly Green,
Oh, Kelly Green.
Philly,
Yep,
the
yep.
Philly, those ones are dope. That throwback is dope.
Mhm.
Oh man,
I like the old Seahawks ones. The new ones are
those are
like dark,
nice.
but they used to have like a gray and green blue one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I like just the old school blue one. Like it's like a almost like a royal blue. Those
Mm-hmm.
were nice. A lot of the old school, yeah, a lot of the old school uniforms were nice. I mean, I like the
Is it
Texans uniform right now.
nostalgic? Is it like,
Oh, the Oilers baby blue
oh
jerseys.
yeah? I
Baby
see
blue.
Earl Campbell putting his helmet in somebody's chest. Bah!
Yeah, those uniforms are fire. Frisco too. They're old, just like the
I,
maroon, the
I
white numbers.
was I was gonna say Frisco has that same kind of old school legacy feel as Green Bay.
Yeah, yeah.
Their uniforms are like, oh,
Always
that's
green.
classic, and they probably haven't changed them much over time.
Nah, Chicago's another team that hasn't changed much either. Their uniforms are pretty, they're solid.
Yeah,
The Bears.
I
Man,
see.
yeah, no,
Some of the Texans alternates look pretty crispy too.
their red
I'm not
alternates
gonna
are nice. Their red alternates are
lie. Yeah,
nice. But
but
yeah, you know, yeah.
yeah, okay. So yeah, some of the coolest uniforms out there, jerseys. I gotta get a new jersey. When's the last time you got a football jersey?
Man, sure.
We're gonna need new football jerseys.
When it was cool to wear a do-rag, a headband over your do-rag, have two wristbands on, and a fat ass
I'm
chain, and
stopping
everything.
them. My earth full swore.
Right.
Big boy.
Everything was
Stopping
like
them.
two
My
times.
earth full swore.
If your jersey, if you wore a large and your jersey wasn't like a 3X, then you weren't popping.
How
So,
many times in your life have you wore your jersey backwards out in public?
oh, never. Thank God.
I think I did it like
Thank
twice or
God.
so.
I didn't. I wasn't that cool. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. I thought about it, but I was like,
I thought
nah,
about it.
you can't do it. You're not that cool. you know.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
All right, yeah. If you have a better uniform that we did not mention or we probably forgot, let us know what the uniform is in the comments. Best uniform in the NFL, shoot. Go all sports, go all time. The
Best uniform in all sports,
best uniform ever.
Notre
Best
Dame.
uniform ever, St.
Notre
Teresa
Dame.
Elementary School, okay?
Well, white white shirt and khaki shorts,
Well,
blue.
yay, we give me the blue
Blue.
shorts.
Hey man, nah. Samo Baptist, man. You ain't need a uniform, dog.
No uniform? Wait,
Now, when I was
they
going
should
there,
have
we
a
didn't have a
uniform.
uniform.
No, that St. Teresa, there was Mufti Day where you could like
Every
pay
black man
$1 to wear
wear your
anything.
own mufti.
I sometimes had to go to school in uniform on Mufti Day is the most embarrassing shit ever. They're like, damn, you don't got 75 cents so you can wear your pajamas or something. It's like, nah,
My
dog, I
li-
gotta iron this shirt. Damn it.
my little sister, sometimes she wanted to go. I didn't go to Cincinnati, so she went. But yeah, Della would go in her uniform, like on purpose. Like she's like, I pay no dollar. Give me the dollar. I'm gonna go get some snacks. The hell?
Oh, nice. There you go. There
I was
you go.
like,
I get
oh,
four
okay,
ice cakes. What are you talking
okay,
about?
right. So yeah, it's funny.
All right. Latest news for the
Man,
Chargers and the Raiders. What?
you went through the uniforms, but latest news for you guys is Philip Rivers just signed with the Chargers to retire a Charger.
He just signed with the Chargers to retire. So I just saw this video. They were recording Philip Rivers. They got him to cry and stuff. It was a big
That
kind
was
of back
him.
thing.
That was it.
Yeah. But they had four of his like 6 to 8 season offensive linemen show up like
Oh,
right after he started crying all over again. He's like, Dadgummit, what are you doing here? Oh my god,
they
what's
didn't
up?
they didn't bring his 15,000 kids.
Yeah. I was like, I got 3 kids for each of you. He in that he mentioned something about re-signing with the Chargers, and he said, "I could go right now. It better be for more than one day, dadgummit." I was like,
I'd
damn,
love that. I
Phil
would
still
love
got that fire. Phil still got 10 times as much fire as Justin Herbert does right now.
these
And this
Chargers.
guy is old man coaching freaking high school football.
Sign him and play him, please.
Yo, for real. He said, "So I can still go. I can still play. I believe it."
At least for the Raiders game.
Well, oh man, I would love to see a shot put 60-yard freaking heave
Interception.
right now. Yeah, right to a defender standing there waiting for it with
Oh
no one
man.
around him.
What's going on in the Chargers backfield with your running backs, man?
Bro, so we survived July 4th, right? We only lost half an eye. So right now it's looking up, looking way up. The Chargers signed Najee Harris, who got in that fireworks accident at Antioch at his hometown. They also drafted in the 20s a first round running back, Omarion Hampton. Um, you broke this news to me just before we got on. Reportedly, the signers are going to be signing running back Nyheim Hines, who's been out since 2023 after a knee injury in a jet ski accident.
Yes,
Nyheim Hines more like a Darren Sproles, like a receiving back, smaller third down back. Which if they're bringing him in actually makes me kind of worried. Like, is there something wrong with the pass catching abilities of Najee Harris or Omarion Hampton? Behind them is, last year's 4th round pick, Kamani Vidal, as well as a pretty good special teams and backup running back in Hassan Haskins. and then some guys, Rocket Sanders and a couple of other guys are on the training camp kind of edge of the roster, might get cut. Yeah, so the Chargers bringing in Nyheim Hines, but their running backs hopefully will be good. The Chargers are definitely going to need their running backs to be freaking on it this season because they're losing pass catchers. Mike Williams, longtime Chargers wide receiver, played for the Jets and the Steelers last year, re-signed with the Chargers this offseason. But after being injured, put on the physically unable to perform list, he suddenly retired this week. So that was an issue, especially with all the second rounders that were holding out because of like some contract stuff that happened with the early second round picks. They got some good perks. They got their entire contract guaranteed, which is not usual for a second rounder. So the rest of the second rounders held out. Trey Harris, the Chargers second rounder, signed his contract. The details I wasn't able to see yesterday if it was, a fully guaranteed contract, which I hope it is, right? Because if one guy gets it, that sets the precedent, and then it kind of guarantees the money for everybody else behind him, which is good for players, unions, the worker, and yeah, hopefully that goes well. But Mike Williams being out is a problem. Trey Harris coming on to take that X receiver position. Quentin Johnston is still there. He's going into year 3. Hopefully he can take another big leap after a disappointing rookie season. Ladd McConkey is that guy. We'll see if he can do the same thing when defenses are aware, in year 2 for him. But definitely losing Mike Williams made it feel like the entire offensive identity and scheme and freaking capabilities took a huge jump down. Because what was supposed to happen was Justin Herbert now has 2 good running backs, a really good offensive line, and some pass catchers that can stretch the field or get under. With Mike Williams being that sideline guy to take the top off, or at least to take a safety in a corner with him, with him being gone and now retiring, that really puts a ceiling on the Chargers offense and their verticality. Sure, Ladd McConkey can go. Sure, Trey Harris at Ole Miss could go. They got some speedsters on the back end of the roster that maybe could open it up at the top, but that's just more like Jalen Guyton. It's not Tyreek. You're not finding the Tyreek Hill, so to speak, that's going to be such a field tilter with what the Chargers have on the roster right now. So in being able to kind of put a lid on the Chargers and being able to not have to worry about someone taking you all the way up the sideline or crossing up there, you can now bring it down. You can double Ladd McConkey without the threat of anyone taking it over the top. And really bringing that kind of lid on the Chargers offense is just going to force the runners to have to be efficient early, right? We can't be in 3rd and 9 with no pass catchers and them doubling our best guy, Ladd McConkey, right? Someone else is going to have to show up. That sometimes it takes a while for that to happen. And if you're stuck waiting for something to happen, you're going to lose a lot of games early on in the season. Just like, it's not clicking yet. Make it click, make it happen, figure it out. But losing Mike Williams, lid on the verticality of the offense, the running game has to be more efficient. That's more pressure on these guys, right? You have a new center and left guard competition that's happening. Former left guard Zion Johnson could be going to center. Former center Bradley Bozeman could be going to left guard. They're switching them in and out. They're not just going with Zion at center like they wanted to see. So that's kind of confusing, but that confusion at the front of the line could mess with the entire offense, especially if you need the runners to get there early. It needs to be 3rd and short. It can't be 3rd and long. Justin Herbert's going to have to figure something out. And that's just because one guy got injured.
I think for me, it's different. Like, I think definitely the way you're seeing it is like, that's probably it. But I take it as maybe they told Mike Williams, someone else is stepping up. They can be counted on to do exactly what Mike Williams is going to do, and probably just like, because again, his spot wasn't guaranteed. Yeah, they re-signed him. Yeah, he was good for them once, but he didn't do much last season. So I figured maybe Johnson is stepping up, and they kind of just told Mike Williams, like, it's gonna be tough for you to make this roster now, even though we signed you, did a lot for the team. But if you retire now, you can get out with some money still, retiring, and
Oh,
you know. So I mean, I
oh.
thought it might be a good thing for you guys.
I think Mike Williams would have been battling with Quentin Johnston for one of those positions for
Yeah,
like wide receiver 3. Because you have Ladd McConkey, who's a beast wherever you put him, right? He's a shorter guy, so people want to put him in kind of that slot close to the line, get him to disappear on some drags or crosses. But as far as taking the defense up the field, we don't have that guy anymore. We don't have and yeah, you maybe you could see it on some of the rookies or the young guys, but at the NFL level, none of them has shown they can do that. Whether it's for opportunities or system that they were before, or
sure.
if they're a rookie, none of them has showed that they can do that. So Mike Williams, just being a vet, an aging vet, but his connection with Justin Herbert already, you kind of got like a little jump start on the playbook and stuff like that, and kind of getting that connection with your quarterback. I thought he was going to be wide receiver 2 or 3. I thought Mike Williams could have jumped right behind Ladd McConkey and just been every down on the field running, doing what he had to do.
Yeah,
And some of those other rookies, like Trey Harris, 2nd-round pick. I mean, Mike Williams was like 7th overall. He was out of Clemson. He was supposed to be that guy. I remember them saying that was a reach, but they were right. So Mike Williams is gone, and yeah, that's just a huge question mark now. And I don't think you can really bring anybody. Amari Cooper, who are you going to bring in? Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's not that guy anymore. Hopefully they kick the tires, but
man, you brought Mike Williams back from an injury. I mean, you can
well,
definitely.
we needed Mike Williams receiver, like, or maybe like I'm trying to think of other guys that can just take it down the field, fast guys, but also 50-50 balls. I think Mike Williams was like 55% on on deep balls, like 0 drops in his career on deep balls. He was a really good wide receiver. I mean, he only showed up in like the last second a lot of times, right? You're like, hey man, it'd be nice if you add 5 catches in the first half instead of waiting until the fourth quarter.
They never spit some stats at me like that and then tell me, oh, well, he shut up like in the last part of the game.
No, he's so good at tracking down deep passes and making the catch over defenders, right? But
Mike Thomas is available. He's still trying to play.
I mean, I'll take Kangor Mike, but so now it becomes not necessarily a player or an experience level or a speed level that you need. It's just you need to fill this type of receiver, right? We got a bunch of guys that can run slants, drags, out. We need someone that can make the defense freaking.
Sorry. Also, I was going to say, given that he retired, they also telling him that and having someone else step up, the scheme might have changed a little. That's why, and maybe he doesn't fit the scheme anymore. So, I mean, you could be looking at a different scheme now, like passing wise. And I mean, we already knew they were going to go run heavy when you got draft a guy in the first round as a running back. You're definitely going to be handing him the ball a lot. But the Hines signing, Najee Harris, I don't think the eye is going to be too bad. I think by the time Cap comes around, like tomorrow, I think he should be fine. But with backs like that in the backfield, I think you're going to be run heavy. But I think a lot of like you were saying, I think a lot of the passing scheme is going to be like quick hits, outs, and a lot of with Ladd McConkey roaming the middle. I think they're going to kind of concentrate the passing game more to Ladd McConkey and try to get the ball to him out there. So if he can operate in the middle of the field, take away that part, and have the defenders do that, then you got like guys like Trey Harris who can short in and outs, and then yards after catch is going to be big for Trey Harris. Or if he's running the sideline, use that speed to just take the top off. So I understand your worries with Mike Williams gone, but I think
you don't think it's that big a deal?
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Okay,
He
that
wasn't
makes me
that
feel
much. Better. Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't. he was an okay piece in New York last season, but
I
wasn't.
blame Aaron Rodgers for that. Yeah.
I mean,
Mike's
Aaron,
supposed to run the red line. He's supposed to break
Aaron
down right
Rodgers.
here. That would have been a
Yes,
perfect pass if he would have just ran to where I threw it.
look, Aaron Rodgers is better than Justin Herbert. So I mean,
I don't know
yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm
what edibles you're taking.
messing.
Uh,
Yeah,
an
I was.
ayahuasca chugging challenge. Aaron takes the cake. All right. Yeah. So Mike Williams, I think, is one of those guys that kind of was holding the Chargers offense together. I'm hoping that you're right here, and Mike Williams was just a wash guy that wasn't going to make it much of a difference, and some young guy's going to step into that role immediately. For the Chargers defense, I'd say it's Elijah Molden or one of those other safeties, Alohi Gilman, that are that were good last season enough to cover the top of the defense so that Derwin James could be unleashed towards the line of scrimmage, or blitzing or covering somebody as a nickel. Those are the guys that kind of hold the Chargers together on defense. For the Raiders, are there any players that are might be underrated and or kind of, if they're gone or injured or God forbid retire or something like that, the team would just start falling
Yeah,
apart?
take your pick, man. We're all like every Raider's like that. Like that's how you treat every Raider on
If
that team.
any Raider gets injured, it's all
Right.
over.
That's how important those guys are to each other. That's a team. They're a family, you know? Like if one goes down, we all feel it. It's not like they're just replacing. That's not what the organization's about. That's why people want to come. No, just kidding.
It's about
Uh,
love and
Jacoby
brotherhood.
Myers, Jacoby Myers on the offense. If he goes down, I think a lot of things are gonna have to switch. And you don't like it. I don't know if it's not like he's being downplayed this offseason. It's just there's so much else going on, but he's still like a super big part of that receiving core. Like
Mm-hmm.
you check his numbers, he's doing absolutely amazing out there. Doesn't drop the ball very often, if at all. Super great route runner. A lot of people don't know that he's better in the slot, even though he's like 6'4", 6'3". He's a really good slot receiver. You can place him out there, but he also has the skills to play outside. So the best pass catcher on the team, of course, is going to be Brock Bowers, but Jacoby Myers isn't far off, and he's done well too
Yeah.
in when he was in New England. So it's not like he's one of those
Yeah.
guys. He's just like you said, underrated guy. He does his job. He does it well. Doesn't make too much noise about it. I think Smith is really. I think Geno Smith is really gonna love having Jacoby Myers on that team because he gets open. He gets
And,
open.
and you say Myers because if Myers is out, how does that affect the offense? Is it a lot easier for the defense to
Yeah,
lock the
well,
Raiders up?
you have two rookies who they're also gonna count on this year, Jack Besh and Thornton, the kid from Tennessee, who might be in the starting lineup at slot because he's just been impressing so much in the camps right now with his size. He's also another guy who's about 6'3", 6'4", but running up and down the field at 4.4 speed. So he's been impressing. They still have Trey Tucker out there, but all three of those guys are young. Besh Thornton, young rookies. Trey Tucker is coming off his second year, about to be his third, still young. So if he goes down,
Fast, yeah. Who's the fastest receiver out of those guys? Is it still
oh
Tucker?
man, no, it might be Thornton.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, he might be Thornton. But him and Tucker, yeah, definitely go head to head. And then on defense, I'll still say it's Polamalu because he's like I said, every offseason, Polamalu's name was mentioned. Like, oh my gosh, this guy's doing so good in the offseason, doing good in camp, he's doing good in summer, and then he'd either go right back to the uh practice squad because they had like a guy they signed, like a big signing, or you know they but they would never let go of Polamalu. They always wanted him on the team, whether it be the practice team. Like he's one of those guys that they stash on the practice team and did everything they could to not have another team sign him. So now he got some starting minutes last year after Epps went down. He took over that role and he went in and did everything that people said he was going to do when he was in there.
Yeah.
Big body at safety at 6'4", 230, maybe 220. Just laying people out, man, bringing the boom. He can coverage. He might just need a little work in coverage, but he's also pretty good in coverage. He's so long and lanky that he can cover so much ground on the field at 6'4", you know, with great speed for someone that height, playing safety. If he goes again, they didn't sign anybody big. They had guys on the safety market that they could have went after this season, but they decided to stay with him, and instead they signed Jeremy Chin for the other safety position, and they're gonna pair those two together. So yeah, I think Polamalu is that guy. Like he's underrated, and I think if he happens to get injured or spends any time off the field for them, I think it'll be a big loss for the defense. It'll be hard to replace.
Nice. Trying to think.
Did I leave you speechless?
I mean, you
I'm
definitely have the
scared.
wait. What?
I said, did I leave you speechless? I know.
No. I was thinking, we do have those big name guys, but definitely Pulamalu is
For sure. I
one
mean,
of those
like again,
underrated people might not
uh,
know. He's kind of the glue to the back end of
Christian
the defense.
Wilkins is the big name that everybody's talking about. He's been out since last season. Didn't play. I think he played maybe 1 or 2 games. Was injured, broken foot. Been recovering. Had a surgery. Looked like he was going to be okay for the start of like OTAs and stuff like that, but he wasn't. He was having some trouble, some pain. Then, not long after, he went back into a boot. Had another surgery. So it wasn't looking too good for the start of the season, at least. But just yesterday, a video was released where he's in the locker room, training room with some of his teammates, and he's dancing like he's dancing, moving without a boot on. So that's pretty encouraging for a lot of fans, for the front office as well, because they paid a lot of money for Christian Wilkins, who, and
Yeah.
you can't say he's a bust. Maybe on the Raiders at the moment, he hasn't done like what they expected him to do yet, just because he hasn't been on the field, but he's been the number 1 or 2 defensive tackle in the league for at least 2, 3 years when he was with the Dolphins. Stuffs the run, you know, sets the tone for the rest of the defense from that D tackle spot. So that's another player, of course, obviously, but
Hold up.
seeing him with
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
oh, see guys, he
All right.
just said he agrees
No.
that the Raiders are the best team in the league. Thank you. You guys heard
All
it.
right.
He said he agrees.
So those are some of the players that we have that kind of linchpinning these teams together that you might not have think of. You might have thought Mike Williams was nobody. I think he's kind of important. You might have thought I pull him out. Yeah, he's holding that Raiders defense together.
Yes, yes.
Let us know some of the people, the players on your teams that you not to start. Obviously, your quarterback, right? Or we want non-quarterbacks, underrated non-quarterbacks that are holding your teams together.
Tell me
Okay.
why it's Frankie Lou.
Yeah, shout out to Frankie Louvu, number 70 on the top 100.
Man,
I'm sorry.
straight
I'm
from
sorry. That
straight
was
from
exciting
home,
to see.
man.
That was dope.
Straight from home. It's I love it. Like we love to see our Pacifica brothers and sisters in sports like just excel. But when it's someone that we were able to see play when he was younger, just
Mhm.
straight from the places we went, he graduated from the same high school that Lance went to. Um, his family's like family does. Like man, it's great to see, man.
Uh,
Just yeah,
Dope for us to see, for him, for his family, for our people. And also, yeah, that's it. It's great to see people freaking putting in hard work and it paying off, right? Hard
man.
work doesn't always pay off. I mean, if you do it long enough, it will, but sometimes it feels like it's taking a long time. But to see examples like Frankie, as someone that's like just
Yeah.
training, doing the right thing, eating, working good, freaking that's dope. That's dope. But also kind of reinforces that for people watching, for us, keep grinding, keep doing what you do. You can be one of the greatest in the world at what you do. The NFL's top 100 voted on by the players that really know the ins and outs of doing the grind every day, every week, month. uh to be number 70 on the NFL's top 100
Big, man. That's
is
big.
dope. Also, shout out to Jordan Mailata, the
Yep.
Eagles left tackle, at 69. I thought it'd be a little bit higher than that, being the
I
quarterback
think
protector on a Super Bowl team. But
I think he might be the second best tackle in the league. You know what I mean? So
so that's, yeah, I needed Jordan Mailata a little bit higher. But shout out to them for being on the list so far. I don't know if they've released the whole list yet, so we might still have some players out there. All right. Speaking of Super Bowls, Super Bowl 60 is in San Francisco this February. I think there's some changes in the schedule. Like they're trying to get with the extension of the season when they add a 18th game. Right now we've moved from 16 games to 17, and now they're trying to get it to 18 games in the season. Hopefully the players, bargain, negotiate correctly for that. If you want a whole nother game to make money off of, all the profits, the freaking television ads, the people, the locales that are getting big money off of people going to that, then make sure the players get something. Either players get more money, a bigger percentage, or, very importantly for rest and recovery and health, a second bye week. And with so many games, 18 games times 32 people, 360, like 420 games, 420 total NFL games, that second bye is not going to hurt, right? It's going to be sprinkled in somewhere. I'm sure the algorithm is going to figure out, where to put the bye week so that teams have good rest, but it's also, good for the schedules, for the travel, makes everything work. But that second bye is going to push the Super Bowl from like the first or second week of February to the Sunday before President's Day.
Oh,
so if that's, next game gets picked up, and it should, because it shouldn't, because the players are going to get injured. But as far as evenness for even number of home games and away games, right now it's alternating. Right now the NFC gets 8 home games or 9 home games. And then the next year the AFC teams get 9 home games because it's an uneven number of games. If they go to 18, then you have each team is going to have 9 away games and 9 home games to make money off of. But they need that second bye. It's going to turn the Super Bowl into basically a holiday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like get messed up Super Bowl Sunday and then have President's Day off to recover. It's kind of perfect, right? So that's going to be something fun. But we're going to be at the Super Bowl in the middle of February in 2026. Well, this is an important question that Marcus posted onto our private Super Bowl 60 roadmap between us, and it was like, what equipment do we have and what equipment do we need? This is like a very, it's kind of like a behind the scenes production part, but as far as like cameras, mics, laptops, all stuff you would assume you would need when you're going to do interviews. Like when we go there, we're going to try to interview fans. Anybody listening to this, you want to roll up on us, they're a Super Bowl 60, please do. We're going to have interviews. What else are we going to do? Try to get player interviews. We're going to need cameras for like catching, recording stuff. Anything else you can think of content wise that we would need equipment wise?
All that. We might get like a portable light that we can take with us.
Oh, a light? Yep.
But other than that, you named everything that you're gonna need for recording. Yeah, just clean pair of underwear,
Yeah, a portable light. What kind of what cameras would you bring? And what cameras do you have? Like even like make, model, break it down.
And I have my Canon, and then I have a Sony A7. As far as recording too, with the gimbal and everything else like that, our iPhones would be pretty good to record because the cameras on that video recording is pretty high quality, just the videos from an iPhone. So I got my iPhone 15, so that'd be pretty good.
I'm working on an X, iPhone X. I need a new one.
Yeah, you do. Come on, man. Get with the
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's like you haven't watched Tina yet. You haven't bought a new phone.
Whoa.
What is going on with your
These
life,
guys try to bully me with a smear campaign to get me to watch a movie so they can talk about it. That's not nice.
what is going on here,
What
man?
is happening? Hey,
Get your life together, bro.
press this guy.
Uh,
Um,
just and then make sure that because you might not think this is important, but make sure you have the chargers for everything because it sucks
yeah.
to go somewhere and you're about to charge something or your battery's about to go low and you're like, I'm just gonna charge it, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't bring the charger. It's happened many a times when I've been somewhere
It's
where,
happened.
oh my gosh, I've wasted many, many monies on buying a charger that I shouldn't have to buy because I'm a dummy. But yeah, things of that nature. Um, I do.
Something that I'm excited about is scripting some of these, like figuring out questions, and that's
Oh,
going to
for
be
sure.
like us having conversations about certain sports stuff, and then
Yeah, yeah.
on the way down, and then figuring out, fleshing out some of the best ways to write down these questions and to pose these questions, verbally in an interview, so that we can get some of the
I mean,
best answers.
wardrobe too, man. So you go down there, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to get yourself a new Charger jersey, so you're not out there like
I think I'm going to
misrepresenting.
get one this season to wear down there.
Oh,
But then
nice.
also, I want to get like a Ballinesian shirt to wear down there. So I'm going to talk to Eri
Ooh,
and get
yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
some merch or some shirts or,
I don't know. If he could make it look like a Raiders shirt, but say Polynesian, that'd be best. So you could wear that too.
bro, we could rip all of the football
No, for sure. Yeah.
logo colors and stuff like that. That's dope. So like some merch or some stickers. I want to like give out stuff. Oh, Levasa stuff. Hopefully, if we can figure out like a
That'd be dope.
Levasa
Yeah.
package, we can give it out to people answering the questions.
I know stickers for sure. We drop E-Rise
Bro, nice.
money.
Okay.
Money
Yeah.
get stickers for
So yeah, cameras, mics, we got the laptops. Make sure to have the chargers. You said portable lights, a gimbal. I don't have a gimbal. Do you have a gimbal?
I have a that's why
Nice.
if you guys watch this on YouTube and my camera starts going wonky, it's because it was on the gimbal and the battery was
Oh, I
now
do
I'm
have a
holding it with
gimbal. It is
I'm holding it
moving
with
all
my
over the
hands right
place.
now. Right.
Oh
So
no. I've been holding this camera for the last 40 minutes.
yeah, so good thing I'm super strong and handsome, which has nothing to do
It's
with this,
those
but
shoulder
right.
boulders. It's
You know what I'm
nothing
saying?
to a boss. It's
I
nothing
used to
to
tell
a
people at the
Geo,
gym,
dude.
man, I was
I
like, hey man,
heard.
I got you, bro. That's why I lift. I tell you stuff. That's why I lift shoulders so much. Why? So when you can't carry the load, you can throw it on my shoulders. Oh, but don't throw it today because I'm pretty sore. I was lifting yesterday, so give it to me today. I'm sore.
Not today. All right. Um that's our list. We'll see you guys. We gotta write down that list, and then hopefully we can kind of just go
Right.
over it and add to it and what do we need, make sure we don't forget anything. Because it's gonna be exciting to be at the Super Bowl. I never been to a Super Bowl. I never been close to a Super Bowl city while the Super Bowl is having it. So to be there in that mix of some of football's biggest fans and some people who hope their team is about to win a championship for the first time, or that's going to be exciting. That gets me pumped up. All right.
What teams haven't won the Super Bowl?
Well, of the three teams that played in LA, two have won Super Bowls, one not so much. Excuse me. All right, Dragon Ball Z. Before we go, Dragon Ball Z trivia. Okay. I'm going to I had to Google it, right? I found some questions, but I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, so I feel unfit as a
That's all right.
moderator.
I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I've watched it. I do watch the episodes. I know like certain characters and stuff like that. But like I think Sepha. I don't know about Marcus, but I know Sepha is pretty big Dragon Ball Z fan.
That's the thing. We're doing champion chooses the next topic. And
Right.
after Marcus won the general sports trivia, he said, we can do
Oh,
Dragon Ball Z next. I don't give a damn. I was like, oh shit. Bro, I
Marcus
was
sounds like
like,
he's gonna go study. Uh,
all right. So I'm gonna give you some of these look like very basic questions.
oh,
Some
for sure.
even I know the answer to some of these, and I think you as an anime watcher will definitely know the answer to these. So I'm gonna run a couple of these just to see how if they should make the cut for the Patreon trivia challenge. What is the name of Goku's signature attack?
Oh, I also have a problem with that because I think it's cultural appropriation. If you if you are of Hawaiian descent, if I was you, I would start a campaign against Goku to change the name to signature, his signature. Not to mention that the freaking move takes like 4 or 5 episodes to freaking be released. He'll start like at next time on Dragon Ball Z, and he started. He's like, "Ka!" Bro, it's called the Kamehameha.
Next episode,
Next episode, right? And I was like, bro, come on. It's been 2 weeks, and then like 3 weeks down the
fire
line,
that
he
shit.
finally releases it, and he misses, bro.
Oh
He misses.
no! What?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but yeah, man, come on, man. Can't be
Okay.
can't be cultural appropriating things and then like taking 4 days to say the word.
That, this
Yeah,
question is definitely making it to the jury challenge. Because it'd be like, okay, appropriator. All right, question number 2. Who is the prince of all Saiyans?
Vegeta.
Nice. And what is the name of Goku's home planet?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what is it.
Planet Vegeta.
Well, that sucks.
I was gonna say, same answer. What is the name of the dragon summoned when the Dragon Balls are used?
Does Z?
Dragon Ball Z's. Dragon Ball comma Z's. Thing. Yeah.
Don't come for me, guys. Sorry. I was like I said, I wasn't that deep into Dragon Ball. So what is his name?
Shenron.
Oh,
I'm saying I should be saying all these answers with a question mark. Shenron? Because I don't really know. I'm just reading. Which character has died the most times throughout the
Goku.
series? It says
Goku.
Krillin.
Oh, really? Man, I would have thought Goku. Goku's died like a dead. How many times has Krillin
Oh
died?
yeah.
Yeah, Goku's died a lot. But Krillin,
What?
I guess, just because like if Goku dies, like of course he's gonna come back. He's a fucking Super Saiyan, but a freaking Super Saiyan. But I guess Krillin, and they've used probably numerous Dragon Ball, which is on bringing Krillin back. So,
How many times you get to use these Dragon Balls? They just get
well, you
re-sent
gotta you
out.
gotta go find them. You gotta find. I think you need
7, right?
7. You need 7, but they're you can go find Dragon Balls. Like, yeah,
Yeah, you like search for them and then bring them
yeah,
all together, like the energy stones or the
yeah,
infinity
yeah,
stones.
yeah.
What is the technique used to combine 2 characters into one?
Why did you just tell me
Yeah.
that? And I just, oh my gosh, I just had it in my head, but as you were finishing the question, I can't even think about it anymore. Oh my gosh, what is the stupid that? Oh my god.
What is the technique used to fuse 2 characters
Oh,
into
fusion.
one?
Yeah, fusion.
The
Is it
fusion
not
dance.
fusion?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
fusion. Yeah, fusion. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I found one site that had a bunch of them. I was also thinking about planting a dummy list in like a public place.
That'd be, yeah, oh my gosh. You're gonna have people trying to impress girls, and then you know what I mean, that watch Dragon Ball, they're gonna get it wrong. You're gonna have somebody's
Bro, man,
potential life changing relationship go sour.
I need to make sure I need to recheck these over the next couple of hours because we're going to record this tonight. So they won't hear this before it comes out. They won't hear this before I ask them the questions.
Hmm. You gotta
Uh,
have questions about Majin Buu. That's
Majin
definitely
Buu.
yeah.
What's that?
Huh?
Is that that's not a show? That's a Dragon Ball character.
Yeah, he's a character. Yeah.
Boo. Okay. See, I don't. All right. Uh, any shout outs before we go? I know we had
Not
Frankie Louvu, Jordan Mailata
right.
out there on the NFL 100. Shout out to them.
I have something different. I have more condolences. Condolences going out to a good friend of mine. He was actually one of my first friends ever at One Model when I was a kid. When I was back in when I went back to sophomore. Oscar Harmon. I found out that he passed away. He's been doing great things back home with the Leone High School football team. He does a lot of great things back home. Um, Great guy, man. Great guy. Condolences to his wife and his kids he's left behind, the rest of his
Mhm.
family. Also to head coach of the Leone Lions high school football team, Duke and Isaiah. They were thick as thieves. One of Duke's best friends, like a brother to Duke. So condolences to all those guys. It's a big loss to the to Leone High School as a whole. Because if there's one thing I know about Leone High School, they're pretty good with alumni going back and helping out the school and
It's a
just
cool school.
yeah being
Yeah.
part of it's all right. Being part of the Leone High School community, helping the kids out. So Duke's back home coaching football as the head football coach, and the program looks day and night. Nothing against previous coaches, but Duke's coming there with new life, new energy. He's brought in coaching staff that is definitely teaching a lot of these kids more than just football, and Oscar was part of that. So, yeah, man, condolences to you. Love out to your family. You will be missed. So, yeah,
Condolence also to you for losing your friend. I'm sorry, bro.
yeah, thank you.
You said you guys met. You said he was one
Oh
of your
yeah,
first friends.
one of my first friends, and so Oscar's like when we were younger, he was a heavier kid, but still bigger. Like I stand like 5'8" now, so imagine when we were in elementary together. Oscar's I want to say he's a good like 6'2", 6'3". So he's always been taller, of course, bigger than me, but so it kind of looked like the big guy, little guy friend. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, and then
Yeah.
of course, growing up, we lost touch because I went to a different elementary after different high school. But Samoa is such a small island, we still saw each other around, so it was cool. The cool thing about Samoa, it's not like the States where if you go to a different high school, it's like, dang, I
Never
wonder
see
how is
that
he
person again.
right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
my high school literally was like 10 minutes from his high school. So, you know, uh, yeah, so it was cool. seeing O around back home. It was crazy because just like you saw him like helping the football team out. I know Duke and his wife, my cousin Pelly, they post a lot of pictures of the football team and just things like that. So you saw him in all those pictures, all those videos, just and then just all of a sudden. So a lesson to all of us, man. You've been hearing a lot probably lately. Just enjoy life, man. Tell people how you feel about them, and yeah, man. Some things aren't that serious, some are, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Life is short. Life is way too short.
Yes.
Definitely tell your loved ones you love them. Reach out, connect. I need to do a better job of that. Um, man, yeah, that sucks. Sorry about that, bro. And yeah, condolences to his family and his friends.
Mm,
Um, what else do we got? Yeah, on our way out, shout out to you guys for listening. Wednesdays at 9 in the morning. New episodes of the Ballinesian podcast coming out. We've also got the Pacifica movie starter kit with new episodes
I thought we were starting a
coming out.
moving business.
What's up?
I said, I thought we were starting a moving business. I'm about to quit my job.
Bro, we could, man,
Yes, we could.
if we cut out and went all in on this, we could build it up. Um, Pacifica movie starter kit. The last episode that came out was coming of age movies. This next episode that's coming out this week, this Thursday, on the Apple Podcast, Spotify streams, and on the Polytickin Network YouTube channel, is going to release. Thursday. It's going to be some of the news, some Pacifico movies news. T9 getting picked up for a U.S. release at the end of August. We also talked about Uncle Dwayne and his attempt to take over DC Universe with Black Adam and how that didn't
And
go.
how it failed, and he just kind of changed the trajectory of the whole DC cinematic universe.
Yes, exactly. We talked about that a little bit about Superman also after having watched that. Um,
Oh, also you could add Jason Momoa's
oh yeah, Chief of War.
Mel. Yeah, Chief of War
Yeah,
should be
his
coming out soon on Apple TV. So
see we could yeah, that's definitely something we need to highlight and talk about.
yeah.
So the starter kit episodes, it's not just going to be movie reviews. Sometimes it's going to be discussions. Sometimes it's going to be certain topics. Sometimes it's going to be fan mailed in topics. So if you want something, if some news happens in Pacifica movies, whether that's a cool release, T9 getting picked up to go stateside from a distributor, your cousin getting an acting job, people winning awards, all that stuff. I think
Also,
we're
you
going to
can
try
be
to highlight.
informative and help us out. I was listening to the Polytickin podcast, and I heard you guys are having trouble finding a site to watch Hibiscus and what is the name of them?
Oh, Hibiscus and Ruthless? Yeah, that's going to be
Right.
yeah, we found it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, though. But yeah, are you saying people should hit you up if they need a link or something?
If we need a link.
If we need a link.
If we need a link.
Yeah, so Starter Kit pumping out content. Oh, we also talked about Marcus's video essays. You know those the clips that he be posting where he starts off with a song.
That what they're called.
And then it's the video essay, which he's been talking about. And I didn't envision it the right way. I was thinking more like YouTube 5-10 minute video, but what he's doing is like real quick, guys. Let me snap into your feed and tell you what we're talking about, and also directly pose the question to you. Because in the podcast
that's like YouTube. They have YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. So, but you also have those like 10-minute videos that cover like something, right? And it's basically a 5 to 10-minute explainer. That's what I look for when I go on YouTube all the time. If I'm looking, how to chip, I go to chipping and I watch like a 5-10 minute video. Those are my golf lessons, right? If I want dinosaurs, ants, birds, I go to YouTube, I look something up. There's a 5-10 minute video. That's what I thought he was talking about. What he's doing on social media though, in the off the Polytickin Instagram, Polytickin podcast, what he's doing is posing the question directly to people on short form video. And what I'm saying is we are always asking people, hey, this is what we're talking about, but what do you think? But there's the barrier of having to pull up the podcast and get to that point in the podcast. What he's doing is taking it direct to that podcast conversation and interaction and taking it directly to people's, scrolling feeds.
Yeah.
He's popping up there and he was like, hey, this is what we were talking about. What do you think? Instead of, waiting for people to have to listen. Because I mean, we don't always, type in or reply to every podcast we listen to. So this is just another way to not only get the word out, but also get the word in. Like, let us know what you think about this so we can also. He said something that sums up all this podcasting, this entire network is, am I tripping? Like, can you tell it? Am I tripping about this? Or is this good? Let us know if we're tripping or not. So definitely check out the Starter Kit, coming of age movies, Pacifica movies. We talked about that last episode. This next episode coming out this week is Pacifica news, video essays, T9 getting released. And we kind of trashed on The Rock for not being able to take over DC, but also took some balls to take that swing, try to take over an entire.
I would have trashed on him for trying. That's not yours.
Stop. I know, but we talked about like him, like knowing his career at some point would come to an end, right? It's finite, so he's got to cash in. So he's got, the hair cream, the energy drink, the
it's workout clothes. Henry Cavill can't be Superman anymore. Damn it.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. But that's our episode. Wait. No, shout out to Livasa Island Apparel, www.livasaislandapparel.com, @Vasa on Instagram and TikTok. Summer wear, get your paisley shorts, get your tank tops, get your waves.
Got a black and red one now, so check that out.
For the shorts?
Yep, black and red.
Okay.
So
all right, so definitely check them out. Shout out to Brother Eve Rye, Brother Boat out there in Modesto, California. Love you guys. And that's anything else? What else? Polytickin Podcast. Sign up to the patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. Support us directly. $5 or more a month gets you 4 episodes, like a new extra episode every week. And definitely behind the paywall, emotions come out, things get said. We also have the trivia, and then sometimes we freaking play games against each other. The Patreon's a good time, and it's a help to us.
Amen.
All right. What do you have to
Raiders
say?
Are great.
Raiders on 3?
Raiders on 3, baby.
We're about to break this huddle. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time. For Forrest, I'm Lance. Someone's talking about sports. Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin Network. Peace. Stay hydrated. Stay blessed. Stay balling.